Hey guys, welcome to another episode on HiFi TV. Once again, thank you guys for joining us during this festive time. We hope you had a good Christmas and we're just 2 days away from the new year. So, big thank you for joining us today for the last show of the year. Right, so if you're joining us for the first time, I'm Brian. I am 1/3 of the HiFi TV team, and you should already know me because I've been here for the past month. So this is kind of like the first milestone that we have achieved for HiFi TV as well. Right at the start of the month, we said we're going to be here at least once a week, and we're going to show up for you guys and bring you exciting content week after week. And this week's no different. And I'll introduce the guests in just a bit. Right, but for now, I'm just going to pop in a couple of links into the chat just as I continue to introduce myself. So, as you guys know, I'm Brian and I'm from the Titan Squad. So, we run a channel on crypto, on everything crypto. So, if you want to basically learn about some of the other stuff that we are looking at, then you can join us there on Discord, Telegram, and Twitter. But for today, we are focusing on HiFi, right? And with me today, we have Valentyna. She is an artist. We decided to take a break from the gamers that we had in the past 2 weeks with Robbie and the guys from Cyber Gothica. So we have Valentyna here with us today. And as always, I'm not going to take thunder away from them. So Valentyna, I'm going to pass on the time to you to just do a brief introduction about yourself. So please welcome Valentyna.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Brian. Hi, guys. Nice to meet you all. I'm Valentyna. I'm illustrator at HiFi, and I'm basically working as an artist, as an illustrator all the past years. And now we are the last half of the year. We are working on HiFi, and it's basically all the basic information I must say shortly.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for that. They're definitely going to hear a lot more from you in a bit. But for the first part of the show, guys, what I'm going to do is to do a little bit of a recap on how to get onto the HiFi platform and where you can buy HiFi. This is something that people have asked for here and there in the chat. So we thought we should make use of this opportunity to share that with you guys. And at the same time, it will be a great chance to showcase some of the work that Valentyna has done towards the end. Yeah, so before we do that, I'm just gonna share my screen real quick, and I'm not gonna go into details here, right? Because basically we've done a little bit of this in the second episode, if you count the launch that we did as the first. So all of the episodes are on our Twitch channel. So you can kind of just go there and watch all the past episodes that we have done. And the second episode is the one that we have done with regards to a platform tour. And we also explain the Boost rewards, right? So if you have not watched that yet and you don't understand how Boost is working, or if it's something that you should consider, then you should watch that. But I'm not going to get into details there. I'm just going to go through the basic stuff about where you can buy your HiFi and how the system works and where you need to go to stake to get started. All right. So I'm just going to go first, basically where you can buy your HiFi. And at this point in time, you can buy it from ApeSwap. Okay. So I'm starting right at the beginning here where most of us, we open our browsers and we are at Google. So, well, all you have to do is just to do a simple search into ApeSwap HiFi. I think that's what most of us will do. Get into ApeSwap, you'll see the HiFi tokens here and the details of it. And you just basically just need to click trade, right? And then once you're here, you just need to connect your wallet out here, and you can basically trade, right? So just to give you guys an indication of where we are at with price as well. So it's about half of a cent, right? So you can basically buy it here and then it gets into your wallet. And then the website for HiFi will be hifivegamingsociety.org. Okay, this is the gaming website. It's not .com, it's .org. And once you get on here, the first thing you need to do is you need to stake. All right. So if you get up here, the top left-hand corners, these are the buttons that people very much appreciate. We only recently made this change to give you guys a better UI UX experience. So it should be quite straightforward now. Just go to staking. You'll come to this page. Play was a feature that we use a lot more in the past, but for now you don't really have to think about this option so much, because the one that you should be focusing on now is earn, right? So earn, you just basically get down here and stake your high five accordingly. Okay, so you just stake in and then click stake, and then you'll be off to go. You just need to approve a couple of transactions as with any MetaMask transactions, and then you'll be good to go. So the key things here, and I'm only going to highlight some of the key things here, is that you need to stake a minimum of 10,000 high five to start to earn, right? So more of the details again is in the second episode, so go back there and watch it. But why it's key to at least stake 10,000 high five, and I think this will be useful information for you as well, Valentyna, as you just staked your 10,000 high five, is that you need to stake a minimum of 10,000 high five for you to be able to earn that 51% APR, right? And 51% is quite significant, but of course, this also comes with the clause that you need to clock in one qualifying play per day, which is just basically 10 minutes of your time playing high five games, which is not allowed to ask for. So that's the basic of it. 10,000 high five, you need to stake it, play 10 minutes a day for you to start to earn that 51% APR. And of course, the more you play, the more you're going to earn. And if you decide to purchase a boost just by clicking purchase under boost, then you have a chance to basically maximize or to multiply the amount of rewards that you can earn, so that you can earn more rewards for your playtime here on HiFi, right? So basically, that's a simple, very basic walkthrough. Once you have staked it, click on games, and you should be good to go, because once you're here, you'll be introduced to all the many games that you can play. I think we have a total of about 40 games now on both mobile and desktop. And we have quite a few new games that we have available, just like what we have promised you guys, with 2048, which is everybody's favorite game at this point in time, and Block Puzzle, right? So Block Puzzle is just basically blocks from hell on steroids, basically, right? And we're going to see Valentyna play a little bit of that later on. Yeah, so if you have any questions about how to get started, just put them into the chat. I'll be happy to address them. But I guess looking at some of the names that are on there, I would think that you guys should be very well versed. So this content will be for the people who are probably not here, and who have that questions that needs to be answered, right? So that is cool. And before I bring back Valentyna, if you have already looked at some of the infographics that we have posted up on the Telegram group chat for the past couple of days, you would know that Valentyna is basically, she is the OG artist behind many of these game covers that you are seeing on site at this point in time. Right, so at this point in time, I'm just going to welcome her back, and I'm just going to start by asking Valentyna, what got you started on these game covers?
What got me started?
Yeah.
That was probably in May. I found out about the HiFi, and we talked with Jamie, and started illustrating those covers. So discuss the ideas and the idea of those nostalgic game covers that would be reproduced in some modern variation. And I found this really inspiring, and there's something we can realize and get something interesting from this. So we started then, and all this time we were working on those covers and things. So something like just found out about it and
Yeah, that's yeah, no, I think that's really interesting. The two questions that I always have for people who come onto the show is this. All right, so the first one is, how long did you get to know about HiFi? Or how long did you get to know about JM then?
How long? It's about half of year or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
how,
yeah, so how did you get to know JM? Did he reach out to you because
no,
he was
I
a
reached out to them. I was searching through internet, looking on different startups and
Oh, okay,
looking for some
okay.
inspirations. But
Cool. And the second question is, were you already involved in crypto before this,
no,
or was
I
this
wasn't
kind of your
before.
first?
I just heard about it, and was thinking that it's really interesting, and was sure that it's something that we all should do probably. So,
Yeah.
but I didn't start it this before. So
And
I
and
just
and and since you have come into this space, since you came into this space, have you started any of your own crypto investments, or is High Five still kind of like the only one that you're still involved in at this point in time?
Um, I was all the, it's a long time, I know, but I was planning all this time to start my investments, and I've
Yeah.
decided to, I've asked it as a, New Year present from my family. So, yeah,
Yeah.
so I am going to start it from the New Year just now.
Ah,
So
yeah.
didn't do it before.
No. I think that's really really great because I was asking those questions because, well, we have done, I would say, quite a couple of shows now, right? At least about 4 or 5 shows, and we have spoken to, I think, mainly two groups of people now. So the artists like yourself, we have spoken to you, and of course we have spoken to Ricardo as well, and we have spoken to gamers like Robbie and gamers from Cyber Gothica as well, right? But that's the interesting thing here, because we're starting to learn that with play to earn, um,
Mhm.
there are so many new people who are getting into the space, and week after week when we speak to new people, it's just so comforting or just so warming to be able to see that, yeah, there are just so many people that are coming into this space because of play to earn. And that's just one thing, because the other side of things is there are so many new people who are also coming into the space because of high five, right? So play to earn is just one. Like for you, yeah, you are going to get into it, but you're not yet into it. But you first heard about crypto through High Five, right? And I
Yes.
think it was the same for Ricardo as well, whereby this really goes to highlight some of the things that JM said at launch, where he said, whatever that you're seeing now, and whatever that you have built, like the game covers right from day one, it's just the beginning of things, and we are looking to build a much bigger, I would say, a much bigger project in time to come. And everybody has a role to play in this space, right? And that's what we have been saying so often, and we've been trying to get so many different people to get involved along with us. So like artists for yourself, people who create games, like the game developers, people who make music as well. We all want you to come forth and share that experience and be able to contribute to the high fivers. So to hear that from you as well, I think that's just really nice to hear. But the next question that I have for you then is, what were you doing before you started this life on the blockchain? Like, what were you doing as a job before this?
I was always illustrating. So, but I was illustrating. I was using some freelance services mostly for finding jobs, and then I decided to change my work and started to started looking about the projects and the startups that seems interesting and contacting them work on some illustration or stuff that they need. So I mostly worked on posters and some illustrations for some articles, but here are the HiFi are the first covers that I experienced. I was illustrating for a living before, yes.
Yeah, so I'm just going to share my screen now. I'm just going to show people some of the work that you have done. Is this the site that you would want me to reference? Because this is the one that I found. Yeah, so I guess well, it's definitely cool for me to be looking at this, because I mean, for my own personal channel, like I shared, right, some of these are really very interesting, looking at logos. Yeah, I really like some of these. Were you doing some of these for people, like they hired you to do some of these?
No, this project with logos, it's our mutual project with another designer. He is also inside this project. So yes, we are doing it for people, for projects.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are really cool. It's kind of like simple, but yet it kind of tells the story of what the brand is about, right? So yeah, so I guess these are some of the work that Valentyna does, and if you guys are looking for that specific skill set, then you know that, well, this is the whole point, right? There's people within the HiFi space that are contributing to the HiFi verse with the skill sets that you have, right? So then again, guys, if you are a talent in one of these spaces, do let us know, and one day you'll be featuring here. This is one of my favorites, actually. Like, yeah, right, like yeah, I think you should probably have this as your desktop background as you start your investments next year. Yeah, right. Right, is the lucky cat from where I'm from in Singapore. There, yeah, it's very common, because well, it's a lucky cat, right? And you should also do one with the animation. Do you know, like the hand is supposed to be moving?
Yes.
Right, yeah, right. Yeah, so you should kind of do like a yeah, you should kind of do like a GIF with it, making the and then or make a meme out of it for high five, right? So yeah, that's cool. So again, you were saying that this was basically the kind of works that you were doing before you saw JM's post online. So what were the specific things that kind of make you excited about it, for you to kind of want to reach out to be involved into a crypto project?
First of all, it sounds very new and challenging, and this is the most interesting thing, that that's something new where you can learn the new stuff and to grow up. And I really did like the idea of nostalgic games, and I really like that we have to think of something that was already created, but in a new way, in a modern way. So I just really love the idea and the idea of the society itself, and it's
yeah. No, I mean,
I also love the colors. They are like eye-catching, and
yeah.
it's
Yeah. I think there is definitely something to do with these colors, because most of the artists that we speak to, right, it's they always love these kind of colors that pop up. And I can imagine why it's really that attractive. Were you a gamer before this?
I can say just I was gay. I was playing some games. Couldn't name myself a gamer, but
no, but I mean,
with
you'll
the
be glad to
PlayStation.
hear. Yeah, no, because I mean, you'll be glad to hear that even for Robbie, who is a professional Call of Duty gamer, right? When he came on board and he was telling us about his experience, he also did share that these retro games might be old, but they are fun, and some of them are quite challenging still. to your point that you made earlier. And yeah, we were making a joke with him, and we were saying that this is our only chance at being able to beat a professional gamer at a game, basically. So I think you are starting in the right place. You know what I mean? Like, you want to start your crypto in investments. This is something really interesting as well, because just to let you guys know, the few of you who are here live with us as well, it is definitely in the plans for HiFi TV to cover crypto stuff as well. So, Valentyna, do you think it will be useful for you if HiFi TV starts to cover crypto projects or simple stuff like how do you create a wallet and how do you go about getting through the crypto stuff?
Yes,
Will that be useful for you?
absolutely.
Yeah. No, I can imagine as well. It definitely takes a lot of effort, and we want HiFi TV or High Five to be inclusive for sure. And it really doesn't matter whether you are someone who is well versed in the crypto space or you are new to crypto, because we can imagine as HiFi grows, just like what I shared, we expect a lot of people to be new to high five, to be new to crypto, and they are going to come through the high five route, either as a talent, or just because it's a play to earn platform, right? So we need to be able to support these people who are coming into the crypto space with things like that. So in the near future, as we head towards the new year, I think you can probably be expected, or you can expect to see some of this content. And I'm glad to hear from you as well, because exactly people like you who have contributed to this space, you're new to this space, and you find this space exciting, and you're looking to venture or looking to explore into some of the other spaces in the crypto scene, then we want to be there for you guys as well. So do let us know, those of you who are in the chat as well. Very soon, do start to share some of the projects that you are looking at as well that are good investment opportunities, um, and share them with us, because we want to help you guys get involved with the research as well, and we want to conduct, I would say, kind of like classes in a way, just to get all the new people up to speed with MetaMask and stuff like that, just so that you guys can get onto the platform with ease as well, right? So do let us know what are some of the things that you guys are looking out for, and we'll definitely have a look at that. But for now, we're gonna come back to the game covers here, and I'm just gonna ask, what's your favorite game cover then? Out
Oh,
of
that's
all.
that's not that easy to decide. Um, I might say I love all of them. Um,
Yeah. Okay. So
because it's some
basically,
story. Because before that story, some story after each cover.
yeah.
I'm not sure I'm able to choose because
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was mean of me, right? To make you kind of choose everything after you've put in so much effort to some of them. There's a question before I move on, as to how long have you been a designer?
oh I don't know where to count from. I started
It must have been a long time.
yes, I started learning the design about 15 years ago,
Wow.
in college.
Oh,
So
okay.
I can count from there, but I'm obviously working about. Um, started working later, so
Oh, okay,
I
okay,
was
okay.
started learning it 15 years ago. Okay, I can say so.
Yeah. And have you always been a freelance
Yes,
graphic
yes.
designer? Oh, wow. Okay, cool. I can imagine there must be a huge ask or a huge pull for this kind of services, right? And since we are on this, it actually leads me to kind of like my next question around um artists and the positive impact that blockchains and NFTs can bring to artists. Have you heard of some of them? Like, for example, Do you have friends in your circles who have started to get involved in NFTs, or they are starting to be able to be exposed to more opportunities because they now know that finally they will be able to get royalties for the work that they have done?
I can say I have friends that started NFT, but I mostly talked about with clients because it's such a popular
Cool.
theme now, and
Yeah.
everybody is looking for NFTs and so on. And I think this is a great possibility for illustrators and for artists or any profession like uh, who can create their NFT objects, because it first of all it solves the problem of author rights. I just because before this the illustrators could post their works and then get like someone could get it, but now they're
Yeah.
um, sorry how to say it.
No worries. Take your time.
They have
They
more
basically
author
they have the they have the ownership
rights.
over the work that they have done, right?
Yes, yes,
Basically, yeah. No, I think that's again really great to hear. The other thing that I'll just add on is, do you also agree that this is a great opportunity for artists to be able to show their work to the masses, like to more people?
yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
right. Yeah. So again, I think this is massive work for us because and this is again an encouragement to the many artists out there to really just reach out to us, because this is what High Five is about. Once again, it's an avenue for people like you guys to be able to kind of shine, or to allow your talents to contribute to a big purpose, right? Like this, we are only at the beginning, and this is the beginning of things, with a lot more to come. So I think the story that we are hearing here is really quite similar to that of Ricardo. I mean, the context is a little bit different, but I would say the benefits that um of what NFTs or of what blockchain can offer to artists is just huge, because for him, um that's what he said as well. To be able for him through High Five, he kind of managed to create an NFT collection, which is awesome. And it's available for sale, right? So if you guys have not seen that yet, again, I'm pretty sure Chimtastic, who is in the chat, will be happy to drop in the link for you guys to have a look at that. But like for you, who have managed to show your art on this web page here, um, it's really the opportunity of being able to showcase the kind of work that you do, right? The art that you do to the masses as well. So the next question I have for you is then, are you looking to get involved or to have your own NFT collection? Since you have
Yes,
heard of many people, right, who have
absolutely. Yes,
started this?
I've already prepared it, but I just haven't posted yet. But this is also a plan, because I believe that every artist that is something that every artist should do, because this is something new and something that gives us a lot of um, fun. So no,
Yeah,
no, a lot of possibilities. Yes. So
yeah.
I prepared it, but haven't started to post it yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you already kind of like, you know that you're gonna have a collection for sure, and you already have an idea of what it's gonna look like, but you just haven't got
No,
down to creating that up.
I have drawings. Yes, but I have to.
Oh,
I'm just learning how to set it, how to post it on OpenSea.
oh, okay. Wow, that's really cool. To hear that. When you're ready to share them, you should let us
Yeah.
know, because I think Hi-Fi TV or High Five will definitely be very keen to see what you have done. And yeah, we would probably want to have a look, and it will be a separate show altogether, just trying to understand your ideas or your motivation or behind that whole collection, and it'll be really interesting because I think some of the things that you brought out again, just having NFTs or blockchains just opening up a whole new world of possibilities and opportunities for artists, um, is just great, right? At this point in time, and maybe if I may, I would just ask you, what would you say to a fellow artist who is not yet into the blockchain space, or who doesn't know much about it, or who have doubts about it? What would you say to an artist like that now that you have kind of experienced um, what it can do for you, basically?
I just that the artist should try it and should like have found some time for their own projects. And I know that could be hard when you're working on different projects and different illustrations to find time for your own collections or something, and or to but this is something that would be giving you the some sense
Yeah.
in future. And I just that is just something that should be done, basically.
No, I totally agree with you. Being in this space for a while, and we are starting to see so many artists get into this space. I mean, in future, this would probably be one of the main ways that people will be dealing with art, I would say. And even now, I think we're starting to see some projects that are music that is also going to move into this space as well, right? So I think for the many artists who are out there still kind of thinking about it, or you don't really know how you want to get into things, right? This is again what HiFi is for. We know that most of the artists, for a start, they just want to keep doing what they enjoy doing, which is basically to be able to create art, just like what Valentyna has done. She has created the art, but she's still trying to understand what's the best way of bringing them to market, right? And this is what definitely HiFi wants to be able to do for the many talents that are out there, right? We are a platform whereby there is a space for everyone to be able to contribute to take us to the next level. So again, do reach out to us, as after week we're going to be wanting to feature people like that, who continues to inspire us and continues to contribute to HiFi, right? Basically. There is a question for you, Valentyna, on the chat, and they were asking, what tools do you use to create your designs? Shall we move on to the next segment now? So the next segment, guys, is Valentyna is going to show us a little bit on how she gets her work done. So I think that would answer the question here as well. So maybe Valentyna, do you want to just start to share your screen a little bit, or you want to talk us through what are some of the tools that you use to get your work done?
Yes, sure.
Just hold on. I'm just going to stop sharing my screen so that you can do that. So I've stopped sharing. That's cool. So you can share your screen.
Is it like visible now?
Your screen is visible.
So I prepared a small file here. So with
do
some
you want to just make your screen full screen, just so this bigger? Okay, that's cool.
We were talking about some game, but we didn't decide on which game should we try. I don't know.
No worries. So Illustrator is one of the tools that you use. Is that the only tool that you use?
No, No, it's not the only one. I'm starting with Sketch usually, but on some working on some of the covers that doesn't have some object like cheese here or like an ape. When there is no object, we can do it without a sketch. But usually, I'm starting with looking for some references and then drawing a sketch on iPad. Just like it could be a paper sketch or something, just to decide on forms and the masses. Then I'm exporting the sketch here and putting it onto multiply mode. So it's not I just see lines and it's not fully visible. So and then starting to work in Illustrator. The main work is done in Illustrator, but it's a bit hard to start without a sketch for me, because there are a lot of questions that need to be done there, but it's quite possible still. Yes, we can get something here. So
so which ones of these started from a sketch? Like, is the monkey from a sketch?
Everyone here is started from sketch. We just not the boxes, not the box, sure, but the only ones that did not need sketch was sorry.
No worries.
Not sure how to.
I think you have to. Yeah, there you go.
I was talking about the coil and some covers that did not have object. So I didn't need sketch for them. But if there's a person or something, then it's something that helps. But we can try to create a cover like we talked about, or I'm not sure.
Yeah. Cool. No worries. Okay. This is when I'm just gonna put in a question here into the chat to say, is there a game that you guys can think of that you want Valentyna to kind of create a quick cover for, and then she will walk us through the process of how she gets it done. Yeah, so I think that's how we can kind of get started. The last time round, there were people who were asking for cyberpunk. Do you know cyberpunk? Have you seen cyberpunk? Kind of like the.
Yes, I see it. Yes,
Yeah.
so basically it has a hero with a gun. Okay.
Commander Keen.
Let me try.
Or the other one that you can have a look at is Commander Keen.
We have made it already.
Commander Keen. Or if you just want to stick.
Yes, got it. Yes, this one is a bit easier.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go with that then. Just to understand the process of how you get it done, how it goes onto that game cover.
Okay, so I would just to make it faster, I would just pause the background from the previous covers here.
Yeah.
And ungroup it and delete the cheese itself.
There goes my cheese.
We would not need it here. And this I usually the systems that we created here is usually basically it has the name and the object, the main object, and some background details, like there was a ship here. So now we need to get commander key. Okay.
Yeah, we need to get commander key in.
So I'm looking on the first the first picture that I see. So I would
Yeah.
not make the really cool research. I would just start from the
No worries.
drawing.
Are you drawing Commander Keen?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, you can actually draw it like that. Wow. Okay. I thought you needed to use like a pen.
Oh no, no!
No.
I'm usually not drawing like this. I'm
Oh, okay.
drawing with a pen. I'm drawing the
On the
sketch with
iPad.
pen. Yes,
On the
but
iPad. Oh, okay,
so
okay.
it may lose some proportions if I start like this. But
Yeah,
we can
no
just try
worries.
it. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So for example, we are taking. I'm usually taking the colors that we already have in our palette. So I took the
Yeah.
one from the Conquer to make the colors similar, and drawing the hair.
Yeah. Are you using a mouse?
Yes.
To,
Yes.
oh, okay.
I just it's more convenient for me to use a mouse for Illustrator, but I use a tablet if it's Photoshop work. But I mostly work on Illustrator, so it's mostly mouse. Yes.
Okay.
And here we can also take the same color for the hair. Okay. So we would, I am drawing the whole face now, but we would not see the right part because as you may see, all the right parts, they are pixelated. So I'm basically drawing the portrait itself, and then we just draw the pixels on the top.
Cool.
So
Commander Keen.
the one for the eyes.
How's that for you, Steven? Oh, Steven says it's amazing. It's his favorite. Commander Keen.
Oh. A bit challenging for me to draw like this, so he might
no, but
stretch.
you are doing well.
Just to have
You
fun.
are doing well. Yeah. It's just for fun. And I guess basically just to kind of let people as well have a look at what goes behind the scenes. Right? Because like for me, I was looking at the game covers for a long time, right? Like it was always staring in front of me for a long time, but like I never ever knew like who was the one that was doing it, or like how much effort and work that goes behind it. And when JM first told me that you were basically the one who designed them all, then wow, it's really amazing, right? It's when it's good, people just tend to think that it's an image that they got from somewhere, right? Because you can't tell it's made basically. But so then we realized that these people within the community should definitely deserve some appreciation, and we want to feature you guys as much as we can, because you guys, like I said, do contribute in a huge way to HiFi, right? So that's great, and I think people should also look behind the scenes just to see how some of these things are created. Yeah.
Thank you. I just wanted to say that the one thing that I really love while working on HiFi is that HiFi itself and jamming gives like total freedom, total creation freedom. And it's just really rare, and I love working on it, and I just, and any artist would love it because it's
no,
cool.
I do agree with that, right? Because as artists, I would say the creative freedom to be able to do the things that you guys want to do is key, right? And yeah, I can say that for sure. Having worked with JM for a while, yeah, that's exactly to his point about to say that high five is as much ours. High five is as much yours as it is his, because
Yes.
yeah, it's everybody's contributions that basically makes it what it is, and it's only possible when everybody contributes, right? So guys, don't just participate in the competitions that we have, but also do make sure that you contribute. If this is a talent of yours, do get in touch with us. And to Steven's point in the chat, we have a block puzzle competition that is going on. So if you haven't seen that yet, and you are a blocks player, then you should definitely get involved. There is a total prize pool of 171,000 high five, for the top 5 players with the highest score, right? So once again, I think a big shout out to whoever that has contributed to that prize pool. This is a community prize pool, guys. So it's people who are putting up their own funds to create a competition, because we know that's how much it means to gamers like us. So yeah, do get involved in that space. And yeah, Commander Keen is taking shape.
Kind of.
No, it looks great, Valentyna. So don't worry so much about it. Well, I mean, yeah, people. Oh,
It
yes,
has
nice.
quite simple shapes and like so that's easier to work without sketch
Yep.
here than on the previous covers that we talked about, because it's quite the people there looks quite real, so there
Yep.
would be harder to make them without sketch.
No, but I mean, seeing you just being able to create something like that out of basic shapes is amazing. Like, I don't think yeah, to me a square will always be a square, and to Steven a circle will always be a circle. So I I don't think we'll be able to kind of do that out of simple sketches. Oh, so that's how you add the gradient to.
Yes, I always use a lot of gradients. It's something I like to work with. It really helps. There are different techniques. Not everybody loves it. The techniques in Illustrator, so then you can get the similar effect by using different types and tools. But I mostly use gradient because it's just very convenient for me.
Yeah, and it definitely makes it look more realistic as well, right? Like it's kind of like a light effect, right?
Volume. Yes.
Yeah.
I would just I would try, I would add this
Oh,
pupils here
you will steal his eyes.
yes, just to keep the style more similar, like they would have. Oh my god. Try something like this.
He has interesting eyes now.
Yeah. Just trying to steal some shapes from another covers to keep them together. Yeah.
No, but I mean that's an interesting tip, right? I mean, if you're looking to create a collection, like NFTs, right? And you want to keep them within a similar style, then I would think that's the best way of being able to do things. While you save time, you keep your style consistent as well.
Yes, that's about
Yeah.
consistency mostly. And about
Yeah.
time saving, sure, for sure.
Yeah. So how long did it take for you to kind of like create a game cover? Like one of each game cover. How long did that take you?
It usually depends on how many covers I have to make. The less covers I have to make, the more time it takes. Because
But
when I have a lot of things to do, I'm making some systems, saving some objects, and to make 10 covers would take, for example, 10 hours. But to make just one cover would take me like 2 hours, for example. So.
yeah. But on average, how long does it take for you to do just one cover?
Without stress, I'm doing it in something like a day or two, not like a complete day. Just I'm making research and then leaving it, and then I go somewhere and thinking about it, and then I'm getting the ideas. So I need time, but it's not like something I'm sitting with notebook or with the desktop in front of the screen and thinking. Just I have to think about it and then leave it and then get back to it. So it's would be something like 2 days, but the work in computer would take about up to 5 hours or so. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Oh, he has a pink shirt now. Yeah, the gradients really look cool, and the eyes definitely makes a lot of difference.
Yes. Always trying to make heroes match to HiFi universe, like to HiFi verse. Because just not to make them too much similar to the original ones. But this is not quite this time, because I don't have we don't have enough time to think of how it could look differently. But usually trying to.
Oh, I think
Interesting.
This would definitely look much better than whatever Steven could do.
Maybe he should try.
Steven, maybe you should try a challenge, not for games, but a challenge to create Commander Keen.
Oh, that could be a cool idea. If I'm not sure if someone likes it, if users get their idea and discuss them, and I may create what users discussed. It could be some of interaction. Not now. I mean in general.
Yeah. When you do the second show, when you introduce when you introduce your NFTs.
No, I was not talking about show. I was talking about the new covers that are coming from.
Oh, yeah. For new covers. Oh, yeah.
Like to get involved and to get some of the ideas.
Yeah. That would definitely help you with the creative process, right? Yeah. And Jerry was saying that you should do a time lapse of you just creating this. When you speed it up, I'm sure it will look extremely cool.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's a great idea, Jerry.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. We will probably feature that on our TikTok as well, right? Jerry, can we do that? We can feature this on our TikTok.
Cool.
That will be cool.
Definitely.
All right. Do you do a lot of time lapse? Just to kind of show some of the work that you do.
I'm having them on the iPad as well, as it's a feature that you don't have to think about it. Something like inside the program, but I haven't really do a lot of time lapse because there are a lot when there are a lot of object inside the Illustrator. I may experience, and there are a lot of open programs like Photoshop and Illustrator, and you go back and through, and I may just have not quite good work in. The computer could be thinking too much.
And you definitely don't want to lose your work.
Yes.
Cool. So, is that Commander Keen?
Sort of. It's his brother from HiFi universe.
Yeah. Oh. That's cool.
A little more gradients.
Oh, that's nice.
It's a bit faster now because I have I'm just still in all the colors and not looking for them. He looks a bit fun for now.
No, it's nice.
I'm usually using their outline in all of the HiFi work, so we could add this here as well.
Wow.
It didn't work as I thought. Need some time here.
Oh, so that's like the outline kind of a thing.
Yes, but actually need some time to get rid of, you may see, of all the, it wasn't created really correctly by the program. So in such cases, I have to change it manually. For example, here, the points that are getting away from the silhouette.
Yep.
So this.
Yeah.
So you may say, how many times we were about to stream the drawing, just so I would know when to finish it.
Yeah, no worries. Once you are done with the outline, I think we should be great. Kind of looks, yeah. That kind of looks like it.
Something like this, but we may it could be a really long process. Like we may be adding layers of gradients and more layers, so more depths to add more depths and so on. But,
yeah, no. Jerry says he's already looking for an adventure, and I tend to agree. Commander Key. Okay, that's cool. Let's wrap this up with Commander Keen getting his own text on his game cover.
I don't really have such font, and
Oh.
doing the font every letter is drawn, so it would
Oh.
take some time
Okay.
to get it. I can
Oh
actually
wow.
I can try to take the letters from the another ones like
No
one by
worries.
one.
I think Commander Keen is fine in that one
Okay,
is yeah.
okay.
So that you don't have to I think
Yeah,
like I said, it's just to give people an
yeah.
idea. Yeah, and I think that graphic really is great. Does a lot
Oh,
of
thank you.
justice. Cool. Thanks for showing us that, Valentina. I think yeah, it's something that I was definitely looking forward to. And it's really nice to see that this can be done in such a quick time, and it really looks like a game cover already. Maybe Steven should create a game called Commander Keen, and we can kind of use this.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe now. This is just something that we always do. As part of the show. To wrap up the show, let's. Have you played some games? I think that's something that people are always looking forward to. And maybe let's just stick with block puzzle. Just have a run at block puzzle. Um,
Like
yeah, this
yeah,
is
this
great.
one.
Yeah. Maybe you just want to blow up your screen a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah. Cool.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, this is what we always do before we end off the show. And for those of you who don't know yet, this is what block puzzle looks like, and it's one of the new games that is available. And there's a competition ongoing. So again, if blocks is your thing, then you should definitely play and try and see if you can get one of the top 5 high scores. Um, and you earn yourself some high fives so that you can stick it back into the system or onto the platform so that you can earn more of high five. Yeah. So yeah, let's see how Valentina does here. It's something that whoa, that made a nice sound.
I don't know
Way to go.
how to turn the sound off
Oh no
here.
no no! Don't worry.
Oh,
It
that's okay.
yeah, it sounds okay. So don't worry too much about it. Yeah, just focus a little bit more on the game and see um how far you can go with this.
This game was actually the first cover that we discussed with Jamie
Oh
in
yeah.
and
Ah
when there was such a fun story, and then we were discussing the game covers, and
yeah
I was about to make the cover for Blocks from Hell,
yeah
to show what can I come up with, just a
yeah
sketch before we even started, and
yeah
I had to make it in some days, but I was looking for some inspiration and load the Tetris on my phone just to remember how does it work and
yeah
how to
yeah yeah
play with it. And then I realized it's about two days that were gone because I was still playing it because it's so involved and that I started with looking for some inspiration and finished with playing it like for a few days in a row.
yeah. No. That's yeah, that's exactly it, right? Like there are so many of these old games well, the concept of the games are so simple, right? But yet at the same time, it really catches you, like it grabs
Absolutely.
your attention so much, and you can't get away from it. And I think that's what Robbie was saying as well. And coming from a professional gamer again, I think that basically says a lot because yeah, like there are so many games now that are up and coming, or their graphics are just so nice, right? But well, it doesn't really mean that um
Yes.
the game is going to be fun. But yet, with this kind of old games, basically, yeah, the concept of the game is so straightforward, but yet you get stuck on it for days after days after days, right? So
It's just so relaxing and taking you away from any problems.
yeah, yeah, and that's one of the things that we said in one of the episodes as well, because one of the things that many people were asking as they were getting into play to earn is they're just not used to playing, let's say, 10 minutes of games every day. And we were just trying to explain, or we were just trying to think of ways that people can incorporate play to earn as part of their lives. And like for me, it's always something nice to do, just to take a break from work, right? Like these
Yes.
games just take a couple of minutes, and if you just want a break from work or from studies, yeah, you can
And
just
get
play a
some
game.
fresh air inside your
Yeah,
mind, in your mind.
yeah, it's easy to access. You can just get on, you can start playing fast, and well, yeah, you can just play and have fun. Is essentially, and all you need is 10 minutes, right, for you to be able to start to earn your rewards. So that's not too difficult. I would think it's quite a fair amount of time. So yeah, to your point, it's very relaxing. Yeah, when you want to take a break, that's your time. But the question I always had for Jerry is, I'm not sure still if he actually plays the game during his meetings, and he doesn't want to share with us if he does it, because he's afraid that people that he knows from his workplace is watching. Oh, so Jerry now says that he never plays during meetings. So I guess we
No
got the
one knows.
answer. Yeah, I guess now we got the answer to that. And you seem to be really good at this. I mean, you must have practiced quite a lot.
Yes.
No?
I can say I had a lot of practice. Can say I'm really good at it, but after after the after loading it, when starting working on covers,
Yeah,
I have spend some time in this game.
yeah. I think you should participate in the competition.
Um, I think that is something interesting. We could try it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You should. You might be one of the top players there. What's the high score, Steven? Steven will know what's the high score there. But for me, when I start playing these games, I always find that level 1 is too slow. It's too simple for me, guys.
Yes.
So I normally start higher levels.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I don't last very long after that. So yeah, yeah, but don't you find starting from level 1 is a bit too slow?
It's good to start, and
Get
just when you
warmed up.
haven't played some time, it's quite good to start from it. But
Oh,
actually, yes, it's quite slow one.
wow, that is huge. So do you know which level can you get to yet?
No,
No. Okay, I guess we'll find out soon.
this sound that it makes when you make in a row, it's
Yeah.
so rewarding that you want to play and play it just to hear this. It's like
Yeah,
when
yeah,
this
yeah, yeah, yeah.
in.
361 is the high score. You are currently at
Wow.
25.
That's quite a lot.
Do you
I'm not
think
sure we can get it this time.
do you think you can get there?
No, totally no. Absolutely.
No. But
I can.
you just said that you are very good at this game. You should give it a try.
Oops.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. Okay, so we have 25. Okay, so from now we're gonna make everybody who comes onto the show play block puzzle, and then we're gonna create a leaderboard now that block